All right, buckle up, everyone, because today we're going deep on the law of attraction.
Yeah.
But not the stuff you've heard a million times before. We're assuming you've got the basics, like visualizing and all that.
Right.
This book we're diving into today is kind of like the sequel. It's like, okay, the universe is on your side, and you've even tried some techniques, but why isn't it working for you?
That's exactly what makes this book so fascinating, It starts by acknowledging that so many people feel stuck when it comes to the law of attraction. They've done all the things, vision boards, affirmations, maybe even scripting.
Mm-hmm.
But those big life-changing manifestations still haven't shown up.
Yeah, been there.
This book dives into what might be holding you back, and it gets pretty deep.
Deeper than just not being positive enough.
Way deeper. It goes into these subtle internal blocks, like a kind of battle going on inside you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like your conscious mind is all about making those changes, but another part of you, like your ego, is low-key resisting.
Hold on. You're saying my ego is the reason I haven't manifested my dream life. That's a new one.
It's more common than you might think.
Hmm.
The book uses this analogy of a scab.
A scab, okay.
Yeah, so you know how you want a wound to heal, but you keep picking at the scab and it just takes longer to actually heal?
Right, I get it.
It's the same with manifestation. You set these awesome intentions, but then doubt creeps in.
Yes.
You start questioning everything, like if you're even worthy or if it's actually possible, and the inner conflict, it messes with the whole process.
Oof, I feel personally attacked right now. I am definitely a scab picker, mentally speaking.
The thing is, your ego isn't the bad guy here. It's trying to protect you, but it's going about it in a way that's kind of outdated, It sees change as a threat, even if that change is like winning the lottery.
Okay, that makes sense. So if my ego is trying to protect me, how do we work with it instead of constantly fighting against it?
The book goes into a ton of practical techniques, but the big takeaway is to make using the law of attraction feel good.
Feel good.
Yeah, it shouldn't feel like a chore or some battle you have to win. Going back to the scab analogy, instead of picking at it, you want to create an environment where it can heal naturally.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So good feelings are like healing ointment for my manifestation scabs.
Something like that. The book has this brilliant analogy. It's like a skateboard and the pavement.
A skateboard and pavement.
Think of your subconscious mind as the skateboard carrying you towards your desires. Now, the quality of that pavement, that's your ego's resistance. Smooth pavement. Your skateboard's cruising. Bumpy, pothole-filled pavement. That's a struggle.
Okay, so good feelings, smooth pavement, subconscious skateboard just gliding towards my dream life. Got it.
Exactly. And the book makes this point that feeling good shouldn't be like a reward you get once you reach the destination. It's about enjoying the journey itself.
So not I'll be happy when I manifest $1 million. It's more like I'm going to enjoy the process of attracting that $1 million.
Exactly. The book argues that when you genuinely feel good, the resistance melts away.
That sounds way more fun than stressing my way to my goals.
Right. And this leads into some of the techniques the book talks about for creating those good vibes.
Okay. Lay it on me. I'm ready for some good vibes.
Well, the book goes deep into gratitude practices, but with a twist. It's not just listing things you're grateful for. It's like gratitude on steroids. There's this one called the time-lapse method.
Time-lapse method.
Yeah, and it's all about mixing past, present, and future gratitudes.
Wait, you can be grateful for something that hasn't even happened yet.
Exactly. It's about tricking your vibration. Say you want to travel the world. You express gratitude for those amazing experiences, the people you'll meet, the sights you'll see, it's already happened.
Whoa, mind blown.
The book says that sends a powerful signal to the universe, and it starts lining up those experiences to match your energy.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this book takes things up a notch.
Definitely. It encourages you to think outside the box. Another cool thing they talk about is these gratitude attraction boosters, little additions to your gratitude practice to really boost its effects.
Like what?
Imagine visualizing gratitude radiating from your heart, or saying thank you to the universe. Little things, but they make a difference.
So it's about making gratitude like a way of life, not just something you check off a list.
Exactly. And then there's scripting. Writing down your desires. This book takes that to a whole other level.
I've tried scripting before, but it felt kind of forced. Dear universe, please give me $1 million, and then nothing happens. What's different about this book?
It's about making scripting less of a mental thing and more of an experience. There's this technique called story scripting.
Story scripting.
Yeah, so instead of just listing what you want, you write a detailed story about your ideal day. like waking up in your dream house, feeling the sun on your face, smelling the coffee, everything.
Wow. Okay, I can see how that would be more powerful than a boring list.
The idea is to embody the feeling of already having what you want. Then there's another cool one. It's called the 2 years from now letter. You write a letter to your past self from your future self who already have all the things you're wanting now.
Oh, wow. Like a glimpse into my successful future. I like it.
It reinforces that belief that it's possible and helps you tap into the emotions of already having those things.
So it's not just what you want, it's about how you feel about it.
Right, exactly. And the book has so much more. We haven't even touched on the penny to millions method or this idea of the gravity of the cosmos.
Okay, I'm hooked. Tell me everything.
Let's do it. All right, let's talk about this penny to millions method. It's all about shifting your perspective on abundance, like sometimes you find a penny on the ground and it feels kind of like a good luck charm.
Right, like a little sign.
This method takes that energy and uses it to reprogram how you think about money.
Okay, I'm all for finding money on the ground, but how does a penny turn into millions?
It's more about what the penny represents, like a symbol. The book argues that we block abundance by focusing on what we don't have.
Like, I'm broke, thinking.
Yeah, and that energy actually pushes away the money you're trying to attract.
So it's about retraining your brain to see abundance everywhere, even in a tiny penny.
Exactly. You set an intention to find a penny. When you do, you celebrate it like you just won the lottery.
I can see that, like a little victory. It's about acknowledging that money is flowing to you, even in small ways.
Precisely.
Yeah.
The author even tells a story about trying this method and ending up finding a $20 bill on the street.
No way.
Yeah, it's a reminder that the universe works in mysterious ways, and sometimes it's even fun.
Okay, I'm adding find a penny to my to-do list today. Now, what about this gravity of the cosmos? That sounds kind of intense.
It's a really cool concept. It's about tapping into this underlying order in the universe. Like, think about gravity. We don't question gravity, we just accept that it's there. The law of attraction works in a similar way. It's a law of the universe, just like gravity.
So instead of wishing and hoping, you're aligning yourself with these natural laws to manifest what you want.
Yes, it's about understanding that your thoughts and feelings have this gravitational pull. They attract things that match their vibe.
Okay, so if I'm feeling good, I'm attracting good things.
Exactly. The book talks about how even quantum physics kind of supports this idea that the universe is interconnected and responds to our energy.
Whoa, okay, that's next level.
It is, but it's also important to remember that it's not about trying to control the universe. It's more about working with it, understanding how it flows.
Like becoming a master manifester instead of a wishful thinker.
Exactly. And even when you're doing all the right things, those pesky self-sabotaging thoughts can still pop up. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Ugh, yes. I could be feeling so good about a goal, and this little voice in my head is like, this will never happen.
The book calls those thoughts traps. It's like your ego sets these traps to keep you stuck in your comfort zone.
So how do I escape those traps?
The book gives a few strategies. First, just become aware of them. Recognize those thoughts as your ego trying to protect you.
Like, oh, hey, fear, I see you.
Exactly. Once you see those thoughts for what they are, they lose a little bit of their power.
I like that.
You can also reframe those thoughts. Like, if your brain tells you you're not good enough to achieve something, ask yourself, is that really true? Or is that just my old limiting beliefs talking?
It's like taking back control of your mind, right?
Yes. And remember to be kind to yourself. It's okay to have those doubts and fears. We all do. Just don't beat yourself up over them.
So it's more like, hey, I hear you, fear, but we're going to do this anyway.
That's the spirit. Remember, you and your ego are on the same team, ultimately.
This is making so much more sense now. It feels like I'm finally understanding how to work with my mind instead of constantly battling it.
That's what this book is all about. And speaking of working with something, remember how we were talking about the importance of feeling good? Well, that's key to all of this.
Oh, right. The good vibes are like the fuel for the manifestation engine.
Exactly. Think back to that skateboard and pavement analogy. Feeling good smooths out the pavement for your subconscious mind to cruise towards your desires.
So I'm guessing this means more than just thinking positive thoughts, right? It's about actually feeling those positive emotions.
You got it. And those positive emotions don't have to depend on what's going on around you. You don't have to wait for something good to happen to feel good.
So I can choose to feel happy and grateful right now, even if things aren't perfect.
Exactly. The book argues that making feeling good a priority shifts your energy and good things start flowing to you more easily.
That's kind of revolutionary, isn't it? I've always thought of happiness as something I had to earn.
Right. It's like you get to decide how you feel, regardless of your circumstances.
I'm liking this more and more.
Uh-huh.
So how do I actually make feeling good a priority?
Uh-huh.
Any tips?
The book has tons. It talks about gratitude, of course, but it also encourages you to do things that bring you joy, like listening to music, spending time in nature, whatever lights you up.
So it's about making time for those things, not just squeezing them in when I have a free moment.
Exactly. And it's not about denying the negative emotions either. Acknowledge them, process them, but then choose to shift your focus to something that feels better.
Got it. Like, hey, sadness, I see you, but I'm going to dance to my favorite song now.
Exactly. Take care of your emotional well-being, and you'll be amazed at how much good you attract into your life.
This is so empowering. It's like I'm finally understanding how to use the law of attraction in a way that feels authentic and, well, fun.
That's the goal. And speaking of things that can feel tricky, let's talk about worthiness, that feeling of not being deserving of good things.
Ugh, the worthiness struggle is real. Even when I know I'm worthy, sometimes those old beliefs creep back in.
The book has a really interesting perspective on this. It suggests that if your mind struggles with the idea of just being worthy, there's a way to shift your energy to align with that frequency through acts of kindness, generosity, putting good out into the world.
So instead of trying to convince myself I'm worthy, I can just act worthy.
Exactly. When we focus on giving to others, we naturally cultivate those qualities in ourselves.
So the more I give, the more I receive, and not just material things, but also that feeling of worthiness.
That's the idea. The book talks about volunteering, random acts of kindness, even just being more loving in your everyday interactions.
Kindness as a manifestation tool. I like it.
Right. And the book also goes deep into gratitude practices, but not just the basic stuff. It's about taking gratitude to the next level, you know?
Okay, I'm all for leveling up my gratitude. What do they suggest?
Well, one simple thing is to start and end your day by listing 3 things you're grateful for.
Easy enough.
The key is to really feel that gratitude. Let it fill you up. Another practice is writing a gratitude letter.
A gratitude letter. To who?
To anyone who's had a positive impact on your life. Expressing your appreciation for them, their presence, their contributions.
Oh, I like that. I can see how that would be powerful.
And you can even write a gratitude letter to the universe, to your higher power, to anything you feel thankful for.
That's beautiful.
The book also suggests taking a gratitude walk. Going for a walk in nature and focusing on all the beauty around you, the trees, the flowers, the fresh air, just appreciating it all.
That sounds so peaceful.
It is.
Yeah.
And you can amp it up by adding affirmations as you walk. Like, I am grateful for the abundance that surrounds me.
I'm definitely going to try that. What else?
Well, we talked about scripting earlier, but let's dive a little deeper into that. The book has a whole section on different scripting methods, like story scripting and writing powerful affirmations.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to hear more about that.
Remember we talked about story scripting, writing a detailed, vivid account of your ideal day.
Yeah, like waking up in my dream house and feeling the sunshine and all that.
Exactly. The book says the more vivid and detailed your story, the more powerful the manifestation effect. So get creative.
That's like writing a movie script for my dream life.
Yes. And it's not a one-time thing. You incorporate this into your routine, write or speak your story as often as you can.
Got it. Repetition is key.
Right. And then there are affirmations. Short, powerful statements that declare your desired reality as already true.
I've used affirmations before, but I find it hard to actually believe them, you know?
The book gives some good tips for that. Start with affirmations that feel believable to you, even if they're not the ultimate goal.
Okay, small steps.
Another tip is to connect your affirmations to gratitude. So instead of just saying, I am healthy, say, I am grateful for my vibrant health.
I like that. It feels more positive.
Right. And repetition is key here, too. The more you repeat those affirmations, the more you reprogram your subconscious mind.
It's like brainwashing yourself for success, right?
In a way. But be patient with the process. It takes time to shift those deep-seated beliefs.
This is all starting to click for me now. It's like we're taking control of our thoughts and using them to create the life we want.
Exactly. And there's this other cool technique called protecting the prize. It encourages you to visualize not just receiving your desires, but also how you would protect and maintain them.
Okay, that's interesting, like taking it a step further.
Right. Instead of just visualizing that dream job, you also imagine yourself excelling in that role, taking care of your responsibilities, making a real contribution.
It's like showing the universe you're serious about this.
Yeah.
That you're not just going to let it slip away.
Yes. And the book suggests doing this reinforces the belief that those desires are already yours and you're worthy of having them.
So it's not about controlling the outcome. It's about aligning yourself with the energy of already having it, right?
Exactly. It's about demonstrating to the universe that you're ready to receive those blessings.
This is making me think about abundance in a whole new way. It's not just about getting stuff. It's about stepping into that energy of already having it.
That's the shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. And a lot of that boils down to understanding how your subconscious mind works.
Okay, tell me more about the subconscious mind. I feel like I hear about it all the time, but I don't really get it.
The book describes the subconscious mind as this vast storehouse of beliefs, memories, and emotions that we're not consciously aware of most of the time. And it argues that the subconscious plays a huge role in shaping our reality.
So like an iceberg, the conscious mind is just the tip, but the subconscious is this massive thing underneath.
Exactly. And the book says that if we want to manifest our desires, our conscious and subconscious minds need to be aligned.
Oh, that makes sense. So if I'm consciously saying I want to be rich, but my subconscious is full of beliefs about money being bad, I'm working against myself.
That's it. But the good news is that we can reprogram our subconscious minds. The book offers a few techniques. One is through repetition, like those affirmations we talked about. By repeating them over and over, we start to overwrite those old limiting beliefs.
Like replacing a broken record with a new one.
Exactly. Visualization is another powerful technique. When you vividly imagine your desired reality, using all your senses, you're basically feeding your subconscious mind with new information.
And over time, those new images and feelings become stronger than the old ones.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
But the book stresses that it's important to feel those visualizations, not just see them in your mind, because emotions are the language of the subconscious.
So I can't just think it, I gotta feel it.
You got it. The more you cultivate those positive emotions, the more your subconscious mind will align with your desires.
My mind is officially blown. I'm starting to see the bigger picture here.
That's what this book is all about. It gives you a framework for understanding the mechanics of manifestation, how your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs all work together to shape your reality.
This is seriously life-changing stuff. What else does the book have to offer?
Well, it emphasizes that manifestation isn't just about achieving external goals. It's also about cultivating inner peace, joy, and fulfillment.
So it's about more than just getting stuff. It's about becoming the best version of myself.
Exactly. And the book says that true happiness comes from aligning yourself with your higher purpose, your soul's mission.
Okay, I'm definitely intrigued. But how do I figure out what my higher purpose even is?
The book encourages exploring your passions, your interests, the things that make you come alive. Ask yourself, what brings me joy? What do I want to contribute to the world?
So it's about listening to my intuition, that inner voice that tells me what I'm really here to do.
Yes. And the book suggests that when you're aligned with your higher purpose, your desires naturally manifest more easily because you're no longer seeking external validation or material things. You're living in alignment with your authentic self.
I love that idea. It makes manifesting less about chasing things and more about becoming the person I'm meant to be.
Exactly. And the book provides a roadmap for this journey of self-discovery and manifestation. It encourages you to be patient, trust the process, and celebrate each step along the way.
This conversation has been so insightful. It feels like this book is not just about manifesting desires. It's about living a more meaningful and fulfilling life.
That's the beauty of the law of attraction. It's a holistic approach to living that encompasses our thoughts, feelings, actions, and our connection to the universe.
This is incredible. What else does this book cover?
Well, there's a whole section on the power of meditation.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Meditation is something I've been wanting to explore more. How does it connect to the law of attraction?
The book emphasizes that meditation is super important for calming the mind, reducing stress, and connecting with your inner wisdom.
So like quieting all the mental noise so I can hear my intuition more clearly.
Exactly. And when you meditate, you create a space of stillness and clarity where you can access the guidance that will lead you to your desires. The book offers a variety of meditation techniques too, like breathing exercises and guided visualizations.
Okay, I'm ready to try some of these techniques. Let's start with the breathing exercises. What does the book suggest?
One really simple but effective one is called box breathing. You inhale for a count of 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, and repeat.
Okay, that sounds easy enough. I can already feel myself relaxing just thinking about it.
Right. And the book suggests visualizing white light entering your body as you inhale and releasing any stress or negativity as you exhale.
I love that. It's like I'm cleansing my energy with each breath.
Exactly. And another breathing exercise they recommend is alternate nostril breathing. You use your fingers to gently close off one nostril while you inhale through the other, then switch for the exhale.
Oh, I've heard of that one. It's supposed to balance the two sides of the brain, right?
Yes, and it can help reduce anxiety, improve focus, and even boost your intuition.
These breathing exercises sound like a great place to start. Now, what about those guided visualizations?
One powerful one is called the gratitude waterfall. You imagine yourself standing under a waterfall, feeling the cool water cascading over you, and you visualize all the things you're grateful for flowing into your life, like the water.
That sounds amazing. I can already feel the stress melting away.
Right. And you can add affirmations or intentions to the visualization, like repeating, "I am surrounded by abundance," as the water washes over you.
So it's like a gratitude shower.
Exactly. And another one they suggest is the golden light meditation. You visualize a golden light radiating from your heart, filling your whole body with warmth and love.
Oh, that sounds so peaceful.
It is. And you can even extend that golden light outwards, surrounding your loved ones and the whole world with healing energy.
That's beautiful.
The important thing to remember about meditation is that it's not about escaping reality. It's about creating a space of stillness and clarity where you can connect with your inner wisdom and receive divine guidance.
I'm so inspired to start incorporating meditation into my life. What other insights does this book offer on our journey to becoming master manifestors?
Well, it stresses that the journey of manifestation isn't always a straight line. There will be ups and downs, challenges, and setbacks. But the key is to stay focused on your goals, trust the process, and never give up on your dreams.
So it's about embracing the journey, knowing that everything is happening for a reason, even if I don't understand it in the moment.
Exactly. The book encourages you to cultivate resilience, learn from your mistakes, and see setbacks as opportunities for growth.
So instead of getting discouraged when things get tough, I can reframe it as a learning experience. I like that.
Right. And don't forget to celebrate your successes, no matter how small they seem.
That's a good reminder. Sometimes I get so focused on what I haven't achieved yet that I forget to acknowledge how far I've come.
Celebrating your wins reinforces your belief in yourself and the whole manifestation process. It sends a message to the universe that you're on the right track.
I'm loving this shift in perspective. It feels like I'm not just manifesting desires, but also cultivating a more positive and joyful mindset.
That's what it's all about. Aligning yourself with the frequency of abundance in all areas of your life, including your thoughts and feelings.
This has been so insightful. What else does the book cover?
It talks about something called synchronicity, those seemingly coincidental events that happen on your manifestation journey.
Oh, yes. I've definitely experienced synchronicities, those moments when everything seems to magically fall into place.
Exactly. And the book suggests these synchronicities aren't random. They're signs that you're on the right path and the universe is supporting you.
So it's about paying attention to those signs, those little winks from the universe, and trusting that everything is working out for my highest good.
Precisely. The more you acknowledge those synchronicities, the more you open yourself up to experiencing them.
That's a beautiful idea. It makes me feel like I'm not alone on this journey.
You're not. And remember, you have a role to play in creating those synchronicities too. It's about taking inspired action, following your intuition, and putting yourself out there.
So it's a collaboration between my efforts
Yeah.
and the universe's guidance, right?
Exactly. When you align your intentions with inspired action, you create a magnetic force that attracts the people, resources, and experiences you need.
I love that. It feels like I'm co-creating my reality with the universe.
That's the essence of the law of attraction. It's about recognizing that you're not separate from the universe, but a part of it. And when you tap into that connection, you unlock your true power.
This is blowing my mind. What other insights does the book offer on our journey to becoming master manifestors?
One of the big ones is embracing the idea of divine timing.
Okay, I've heard that phrase before, but I'm not sure I totally get it. What does it mean?
It's about trusting that everything happens for a reason and that things unfold in our lives at the perfect time, even if it doesn't seem that way to us in the moment.
So instead of getting frustrated when things don't happen on my schedule, I surrender to a higher plan.
Exactly. The book suggests that when we let go of the need to control every detail and trust that things are unfolding as they should, we open ourselves up to receiving the greatest good.
That's a tough one, especially in today's world where we want everything instantly.
It definitely takes practice, but the book argues that when we embrace divine timing, we often find that things work out even better than we could have planned.
Like the universe has a bigger vision for us than we can see on our own.
Exactly. And sometimes those delays or detours are actually blessings in disguise, guiding us towards experiences and opportunities that we wouldn't have found otherwise.
That's a comforting thought. It makes me feel like even when things don't go my way, there's a reason for it.
There is. And the key is to stay positive, keep the faith, and keep taking inspired action towards your goals.
So it's about trusting the timing, but also continuing to do my part.
Exactly. And this book gives you all the tools you need to do just that. The gratitude practices, scripting, visualization, meditation, it's all there.
This book sounds like a must-read for anyone who's serious about manifesting their dreams. It's given me a whole new understanding of the law of attraction.
I'm so glad to hear that. And remember, manifestation is a journey, not a destination. It's about constantly evolving and growing.
So I'm always learning and expanding my ability to create the life I desire.
Exactly. And the universe is always there to support you every step of the way.
I love that. I'm feeling so inspired to continue exploring this and experimenting with all the techniques we've talked about.
That's awesome. And remember, the power to create the life you desire is within you.
This has been such an incredible deep dive. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and insights.
It's been my pleasure. And to our listeners, we encourage you to pick up this book and dive in for yourselves.
Remember, anything is possible. The universe is on your side, and the power to create your dream life lies within you.
Keep diving deep and keep reaching for the stars, even if we don't always get the timing, you know?
Right, like instead of stressing when things don't happen right away, we trust that there's a bigger plan.
Exactly. The book says that when we let go of trying to control every little thing and just trust the process, we open ourselves up to receiving something even better than we imagined.
It's hard though, right? I mean, we live in a world where everything is so fast-paced. We want it all, and we want it now.
It definitely goes against the grain, you know. But the book argues that embracing divine timing often leads to outcomes that are even more amazing than we could have planned.
It's like the universe knows what we need even better than we do.
Exactly. And sometimes those delays or roadblocks, they turn out to be blessings in disguise, like they redirect you to something even better that you wouldn't have found otherwise.
Okay, that's reassuring. It's like even when things seem messy, there's a purpose to it.
The book really emphasizes that, and it says the most important thing is to stay positive, have faith, and keep taking action towards your goals, even when it feels uncertain.
So it's not about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It's about trusting the timing, but also taking action when you feel inspired.
Exactly. And this book is full of ways to do that. Gratitude practices, scripting, visualization, meditation. It's all about taking those steps and trusting the universe to meet you halfway.
Honestly, this book sounds like it has everything you need to know about the law of attraction. It's been so eye-opening for me.
I'm glad to hear that. And just remember, manifestation is an ongoing process. It's not like you reach a finish line and you're done.
So I'm always growing and expanding my ability to manifest, right?
Exactly. Think of it as an adventure. There will be ups and downs, challenges and triumphs, but you're constantly evolving and becoming the best version of yourself.
And I'm not alone on this journey.
Never. The universe is always there to support you every step of the way.
I'm so grateful for this conversation. I feel so inspired and empowered to put all of this into practice. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with me.
It's been a pleasure. And to all our listeners out there, we highly recommend checking out this book and diving deep into the law of attraction yourself.
Remember, you have the power within you to create the life you desire. Anything is possible, and the universe is on your side.
Keep diving deep, everyone, and never stop reaching for the stars.